Hello everybody, welcome back to the Mountain View High School Gymnasium in beautiful El Monte, California. It is time for some boys varsity basketball action. The home team, of course, the Mountain View Vikings, ready to take on the Rosemead Panthers. When talking about both teams are actually coming off of defeats. The Mountain View Vikings coming off a 59-47 defeat earlier this week on the road against South El Monte. Overall, it's been a tough season for the Mountain View Vikings. 3-19 record overall according to Max Preps, but a 2-4 record, good enough for 5th in Mission Valley League play. As for the Rosemead Panthers, their most recent match was a home game against Arroyo High School. That ended in a close 52-47 loss. As for their record, overall 8-9 according to Max Preps, a 3-2 record in League Mission Valley League play. That's good enough for being 3rd in the Mission Valley League. Let's see how this one will go tonight. We're a few minutes away from tip-off. Of course, first we'll have the player introductions. The starting lineup for the Mountain View Vikings: Jeremiah Barajas, Chris Duran, Andrew Diaz, Adrian Peralta, and Julian Requena Diaz. As for the starting 5 for the Rosemead Panthers, Riz Anderson, Daniel Nguyen, Preston Huynh, Sheldon Vuong, and Trevor Luong. So let's see how this one turns out. Earlier got the chance to catch up with head coach of Rosemead, Sonny Hayes. He's been at this site, been with this school for 16 years. It is also his alma mater. Definitely has it. Definitely plenty of Panther pride from head coach Sonny Hayes. And a couple of his players, 3-year starters, Riz Anderson and Daniel Nguyen, and Preston Huynh, a 4-year starter. So his core players definitely are very familiar with one another. I'm Ardith Takari, proud to be bringing you tonight's play-by-play. This broadcast being brought to you by the awesome team known as Mountain View High School Vista, led by the man behind the scene, the man with the plan. They call him John Mann. First, the player introductions. Allende Palma Sriracha on the mic tonight.
Number 1, Riz Anderson.
Isaac, nice to meet you.
Next up, number 2, Daniel Nguyen. Number 4, Preston Huynh. Number 12, Sheldon Long.
Whenever we do, like, I'll put a banner up there so other people can
And number 13, Trevor Long. And now, for your home team, starting us off, number 0, sophomore point guard, Jeremiah Barajas. Next up, senior guard, number 1, Christopher Duran. Number 2, senior guard, Andrew Diaz. Number 3, senior forward, Adrian Peralta. And finally, number 4, senior guard, Best of luck, everyone. Have a great game.
So you heard the starting lineups. Once again, we'll repeat them for you. The starting lineup for the visitors, Rosemead Panthers: Riz Anderson, Daniel Nguyen, Preston Huynh, Sheldon Vuong, and Trevor Luong. The head coach, of course, Sonny Hayes. And for the Mountain View Vikings, the starting 5, Jeremiah Barajas, Chris Duran, Andrew Diaz, Adrian Peralta, and Julian Requena. The head coach is Isaac Hall. We are ready to roll. Let's see how this one will turn out. I remember being on the call last year when these same two teams met. Riz Anderson created a lot of trouble at times for the Mountain View Vikings, but the Vikings were able to pull away. But since last year, the Vikings have lost some depth. Let's see how they adjust. Opening tip won by the Panthers, but unable to keep possession. That was Preston Huynh, so it will be Vikings ball. Chris Duran to inbounds. Gets to Andrew Diaz. Diaz able to get a pick. Now Julian Requena. That was tipped, so will not be a backcourt violation. Barajas. Andrew Diaz. Kicks it out to the corner. Some good defense, good pressure being provided by the Rosemead Panthers. Basically forcing the Vikings to have to shoot from outside. Andrew Diaz being a little bit physical, puts it up. Can he get the friendly bounce? Almost did. And that one rebounded by Trevor Luong. Hard to miss with those colorful sneakers. Now Daniel Nguyen trying to get it inside. Preston Huynh made a good cut. Nguyen from the outside. Three-pointer a little short. Chris Duran trying to get the rebound. It was last touch, though, by Sheldon Vuong. And right now, already a pass stolen. Should be the first points of the night. Yes, they are. Preston Huynh with a very nice heads-up play. Able to come up with that steal. Now the Vikings on the other end. Very close to being a travel. Almost too many steps. Trying to put that one off the glass was Requena. Rebounded by Riz Anderson. Got a very nice, fast-paced game to get started. Trying to take this all the way off the glass. Could not get that into the basket. Remains 2-0 in favor of Rosemead. Looks like that time that was Sheldon Vuong. Andrew Diaz. The Panthers playing some very aggressive defense early on. Andrew Diaz to Chris Duran. Now Barajas. Once again, ball finds its way to Andrew Diaz, taking it all the way. Blocked. Great defensive play. Riz Anderson quickly to push this one up the court on the fast break. Back out to Daniel Nguyen for three. Yes, it is good. Daniel Nguyen. So early on, the Rosemead Panthers being much more aggressive. Definitely playing like they want this one badly, but Chris Duran tries to answer with a three of his own. Unable to, but hold on, a loose ball foul. It will be staying here. It will be Mountain View Viking ball. So that foul was called on number 13, Trevor Luong. 5:46 remaining in the first quarter. 5-0 lead for the Rosemead Panthers. No reason for the Vikings to be panicking, but of course they want to get some points pretty quickly. A three-pointer from outside. That one a little short. And a little bit trouble with the ball. Yes, last went off of Sheldon Vuong. And that three-pointer was taken by, I want to say it was taken by Adrian Peralta. Early on, it's like the Vikings having a lot of trouble penetrating into the key to get something going. Andrew Diaz that time, his shot does not go up and in. Nearly got his own rebound. Chris Duran could not hold on to it. It goes out of bounds. Yes, and it will be Panthers ball. So the visitors, the Rosemead Panthers, off to an ideal start with a 5-0 lead. I think we perhaps might see the Vikings doing a little bit of a full court press, and already the pressure pays off. Chris Duran quickly gets the ball to Julian Requena. Chris Duran, top of the key. Yes, he was fouled. There was contact. It will be a non-shooting foul, obviously. But this is exactly what the Vikings need to be doing. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to get to the basket, and they cannot just be settling for jump shots. The nice inbounds pass. Oh, very close to getting that roll early on. Not a lot of good luck for the Mountain View Vikings. Now Daniel Nguyen, the speedy point guard. Quickly to Trevor Luong. Like I said earlier, can't miss him with those colorful sneakers. Still Luong to Riz Anderson. Been a little quiet early on. Luong once again now to Daniel Nguyen. Feeling the pressure from Adrian Peralta. Still Daniel Nguyen. Vikings playing some very good defense. Taking away that space. The shot, actually, that one goes in. Preston Huynh getting the bounce, the friendly bounce. Still 7-0. The Vikings looking for their first basket of the night. Yes, they got it, and it counts. Excellent work from Adrian Peralta. He'll have the opportunity to complete the three-point play. The free throw from Peralta rims out. Riz Anderson with the rebound. For a moment, thought it was going to be a second chance opportunity for the Vikings. Now Daniel Nguyen, nearly cornered, quickly finds Preston Nguyen. Great awareness from Daniel Nguyen. Ball poked away by Adrian Peralta. The Vikings picking up the intensity a little bit. Now trying with a reverse layup. That time looks like Peralta's called for the foul. Good move by Sheldon Vuong. Faking the shot and then drive into the basket. He will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. So the first of 2 free throws from Sheldon Vuong. First one is good, nothing but the bottom of the net. Looking at both benches so far, neither coach indicating that they're ready to make any changes. Both coaches showing that they're comfortable with their starting 5. The second free throw gets the roll. 9-2. The Panthers continuing with the full court press, but they got to get back in a hurry. Now a three-pointer from the corner. That one saw it right away. Was definitely too long, but it went right to Adrian Peralta, fortunately. Now Andrew Diaz back to Peralta. Did not have that shot. Gets it to Diaz once again. Nearly stolen. And yes, it is stolen this time. The Panthers trying to take advantage of this opportunity. Daniel Nguyen got to it, but now Riz Anderson with the rebound. Nearly completes. Nearly got that one to fall. It would have counted. He did get fouled. Riz Anderson will go to the line to shoot 2. So 3:44 remaining in the first quarter. This is obviously not an ideal start for the Mountain View Vikings. Yes, they're only down by 7, but they've only scored 1 basket so far. They really have got to change things up a bit. They've got to be more aggressive. They've got to draw more contact down low. Of course, the obvious, perhaps we get some of their jump shots to fall. Riz Anderson makes both free throws. 11-2. Looks like a timeout called by the Mountain View Vikings. Looks like head coach Isaac Hall wants to talk things over with his boys. And while we are having this timeout, a couple of announcements. Remember, if you are interested in trying out for softball, Lady Vike Softball is having tryouts tomorrow, January 25th at 9 a.m. on the JV field. Also, the Hochipili Club invites you to their meetings on Thursdays during lunch in Mr. Mendoza's classroom, room 208. Come and help plan the next big community event. Back from the timeout, the same starting 5 on the court. Andrew Diaz kicks it out to Chris Duran. And that time was feeling the pressure from Trevor Luong. Rekena. And this swarming defense of the Panthers at times really proving to be a lot for the Vikings to handle. Andrew Diaz trying to take the situation into his hands, gets fouled. Shot does not go in, but he did draw contact, and he will get 2 free throws. And this is the good thinking. You gotta like what the Vikings are doing. They're having trouble getting their jump shots to fall, so instead they're gonna try and challenge the Panthers more, draw some contact, get the Panthers in some foul trouble, get some points when the clock is not moving. So this good work from the Vikings. They've just got to regroup, tighten up on defense, and pick up the intensity. The second free throw from Diaz is good. Lead is cut to 11-4, 3:17 remaining in the first quarter. Daniel Nguyen. Now stolen. Rekena taking that one all the way. Could not get it to fall. And those are those kinds of plays you just do not want to see. Riz Anderson the other way comes back and makes them pay. You want to call that a 4-point swing. Basically what I was saying was you just cannot be missing those layups on fast break opportunities. The Vikings with an easy opportunity. Yes, Jeremiah Barajas gets that one to fall. Sometimes this full court press from the Rosemead Panthers is actually proving to be a problem for them because they're not getting back, because their transition defense is not really that good as what we've seen so far. They're not getting back on defense in time. The Vikings have been exploiting that. Stolen. Excellent work. The Vikings definitely picking up the intensity. A long pass. And a great defensive play that time from Daniel Nguyen. Adrian Peralta probably thought he had an easy deuce, but now a pass given away. Right now the Panthers definitely being a bit wild. You have to assume head coach Sonny Hayes will want to call a timeout very quickly. Peralta trying to take this one to the basket. Yes, he does, off the glass. cuts the lead to 13-8. One of the changes that was made recently, number 23 is on now for Roseby. That's Leo Fang. Preston Huynh trying to take on Andrew Diaz in that 1v1 battle. Riz Anderson has the ball poked away by Rakena. Still Riz Anderson. The jump shot, too much on it, went straight to Chris Duran. And Chris Duran doing a great job boxing out, making sure no one is getting in his way. Right underneath the basket. Rakena to Duran. Duran, the three-pointer. That one was short. Nearly kept alive by Adrian Peralta. Back the other way come the Panthers. Daniel Nguyen to Riz Anderson. Can he finish it off? He could not, but he was fouled. And it looks like it was probably Chris Duran who was called for the foul. Correction, not Duran, it was Barajas. So Riz Anderson will be at the line to shoot two. And the Panthers ready to make a change. The first free throw does not fall for Riz Anderson. Coming on is Aiden Nguyen. He replaces Preston Huynh. Riz Anderson trying to at least get 1 point on this trip to the free throw line. Yes, he does. Duran with the inbounds pass to Rakena. Looks like the Vikings have just recently made a change too. Kevin Guzman is now on, wearing the number 11 shirt. Cross-court pass. Chris Duran with a good look, and yes, it falls. A three-pointer, cutting the lead to 14-11. What a great pass that was. The Vikings now showing that they might want to press a little bit. Showing it at first, but backing off in the end. The running jumper that time from Leo Fang, unable to get it to fall, goes out of bounds, and it will be Vikings ball. So the Vikings definitely have clawed their way back. Did not start off particularly well. They once were down 9-2. But now only down 14-11. 50 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Chris Duran, Leo Fang asking for an offensive foul. Did not get that whistle, and now a three-pointer. That one nearly fell. Rebounded by Kevin Guzman very nicely. Wisely kicks it out to Chris Duran. Another three-pointer, short. Excellent rebound from Peralta. Guzman once again kicks it out to Duran. Can he get this one to fall? Yes, he does. From downtown, we are tied at 14. And it's those kinds of plays, especially from Kevin Guzman, those effort plays, keep getting the second chance opportunities that really, really go a long way in this sport. Kevin Guzman definitely providing a spark off the bench for the Mountain View Vikings. Very unselfish with the ball as well, too. He's gotten a couple of offensive rebounds, and his first thinking is, he doesn't have the shot, didn't have a good look. Instead, able to find Chris Duran, able to find his teammates whenever he can. Under 10 seconds remaining, Riz Anderson, is he going to want to hold for the last shot? Still Anderson, kicks it out. Ball finds its way back to Anderson, turns and shoots. That one not on target, and that's how we end the first quarter. Tied up at 14. The Mountain View Vikings definitely ended this first quarter on a high note. Chris Duran scoring that game-tying three-pointer. And while we have this break, once again, another important announcement involving boys tennis tryouts will be taking place on January 28th and 29th from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. on the Viking tennis courts. No experience or equipment is needed, but you must be clear to try out. You got any questions, make sure to contact head coach George Martinez or his assistant Anthony Mora. So definitely got to like the atmosphere inside this Mountain View High School gymnasium. There's definitely a lot of intent. There's plenty of intensity from both teams, physical play. And also what you got to like too is that the officials letting these guys play, not being so trigger happy with their whistles. Trevor Luong to Riz Anderson. Riz Anderson definitely has the potential to get hot and make a lot of shots at once. Vikings nearly coming up with a steal. Got about 15 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Preston Huynh with some nice moves with the crossover. His shot was blocked. It was not a foul, so it will be remains Rosemead ball, but 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Once again, I think another good defensive play from Kevin Guzman. Inbounded. The running shot, there was some contact. Looks like it will be 2 free throws. Adrian Peralta whistled for the foul. That time it was Trevor Luong with the shot, and he will go to the free throw line. And it looks like Jeremiah Barajas will be returning for the Vikings after this free throw. The first free throw does not fall. Barajas returns, and he replaces Adrian Peralta. The second free throw also no good, but the Panthers nearly had the offensive rebound. The Vikings very fortunate there. Barajas to Guzman. Now to Duran. To Requena. Barajas once again. Now it's Andrew Diaz. Luong guarding him pretty well, pretty tight. Requena trying to put that one up off the glass, and yes, he does. What a shot. The Vikings with their first lead of the night, up 16-14. Sheldon Vuong. Now to Riz Anderson. He's got Requena on him. The shot, yes. Looks like it was about to go in and out, but it comes back in. Tied up at 16. And lots of contact in the backcourt. Kevin Guzman now to Barajas. Unable to get that one to fall. Riz Anderson with the rebound. And once again, we see the Vikings exploiting the Rosemead Panthers transition defense. Had a good opportunity to get an easy bucket. Riz Anderson with the shot. Feels that he was fouled. Sonny Hayes definitely thought he was fouled as well too. And that pass very nicely stolen by Daniel Nguyen. Daniel Nguyen restarting the offense. It's Preston Nguyen. Once again to Riz Anderson. A nice pass to Preston Nguyen underneath the basket. Unable to get that one to fall, but looks like Chris Duran called for the foul. And that will be free throws for Preston Nguyen. So we see the Panthers changing things up a bit, not wanting to settle for too many jump shots. They're attacking, they're going after the Vikings, that's for sure. So the first of 2 free throws from Preston Nguyen. First one is good. Peralta returns for the Vikings. He replaces Kevin Guzman. Trevor Luong comes off, and he's replaced by Austin Kuhn. The next free throw is good. An 18-16 lead for the Rosemead Panthers. Andrew Diaz to Chris Duran. To Barajas. Back to Andrew Diaz. Still Diaz taking this one to the basket. His shot was a little short, rebounded by Riz Anderson. Nearly stolen, yes it was by Barajas, so now given away, nearly given away once again. And it looks like a timeout was called by Rosemead. Both teams playing a little wild at the moment, especially on that last sequence. So a 30-second timeout. Previous times I said a 20-second timeout, force of habit. Overall, gotta like the atmosphere inside this gymnasium. Both teams playing with plenty of intensity. Both teams playing like they badly need this game. Question here is, who will come away with the W tonight? So 5:40 remaining in the second quarter. Rosemead Panthers with an 18-16 lead. Preston Nguyen. Tough defense from Peralta. Riz Anderson kicks it out to the point guard, Daniel Nguyen. Still Nguyen. He'll shoot from downtown. That one was a little off. Great job from Jeremiah Barajas with his positioning. Andrew Diaz momentarily was looking for Chris Duran. Now it's Adrian Peralta driving into the key, puts it up off the glass and in. Tied up at 18. In the corner, that's a three-pointer, and that one is good from Austin Kuhn. So a 21-18 lead. Adrian Peralta finding himself in a corner, but able to find some space and draws contact. That time it was Sheldon Vuong, whistled for the blocking foul. A non-shooting foul. Andrew Diaz nearly had that one poked away by Austin Kuhn. Now Barajas able to find Requena. Diaz, he'll try from downtown. That one a little short. Can the Vikings get the offensive rebound? Yes, they can. New shot clock as well, too. That three-pointer was missed by Andrew Diaz. You know he'll want that one back. Diaz taking this one all the way. The block, yes, it counts. Opportunity for a three-point play. What a shot from Andrew Diaz. It looks like it was Riz Anderson whistled for the foul. Pretty sure he doesn't agree with the call, but probably did not have his feet set. Diaz with the free throw. Yes, he completes the three-point play. We are tied up once again at 21. Preston Nguyen being guarded very closely by Peralta. Riz Anderson. He's got Julian Requena on him. To Daniel Nguyen, Austin Kuhn once again. You know he's probably hungry to want to shoot another three-pointer. Will he shoot it? Probably not going to shoot that one with Chris Duran all over him. But with that height, that frame, those long arms, you know, with that wingspan, Chris Duran would probably have no problem blocking Austin Kuhn's attempted three-pointer. 8 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Panthers got to do something with it. Riz Anderson turning, trying to get to the basket, puts it up and in. So a 2-point lead for the Panthers. Been a close game pretty much the entire game, aside from the slow start from the Mountain View Vikings. Peralta got to the basket, but looks like he was fouled before the shot. So that time it was Sheldon Vuong whistled for the foul. The inbounds pass, a quick one off the glass and in. Yes, Adrian Peralta. Once again, we're tied up, this time at 23. It looks like Trevor Luong will be returning shortly for the Rosemead Panthers at the next opportunity. Austin Kuhn to Preston Nguyen. Now Daniel Nguyen. Still Nguyen. Needs help. He finds Riz Anderson. Riz Anderson was surrounded by white shirts. Put it off the glass. Missed, but got his own rebound. Trying to put it back himself. Can he get another offensive rebound? So close. There should be a jump ball, yes, but which way will the possession arrow be going? Yes, it will be Mountain View Vikings ball. So Sheldon Vuong comes off. He's replaced by Trevor Luong. 2:40 remaining in the second quarter. We've got a good matchup here between the Vikings and the Panthers. Tied up at 23. Requena looking for Peralta. Peralta reacting a little too late. Another change being made. Barajas comes off. He's replaced this time by Kevin Guzman. Kevin Guzman, definitely one of those energy players for the Mountain View Vikings. Preston Nguyen, of course, not wanting to stop his dribble. Still has it. Takes the fadeaway jump shot. Did not draw anything there. No backboard or iron. Went right to Chris Duran. Andrew Diaz turning. Very nice move. Trying to take it all the way. And yes, he does. The Vikings with a 25-23 lead. But now here come the Panthers. Riz Anderson trying to make the Vikings pay on the fast break. He had a good look. Did not fall. Rebounded nicely by Kevin Guzman. Still Guzman. able to find Peralta. Now to Guzman. Diaz for three. Yes! 28-23. Vikings now with their biggest lead of the night. We saw the Vikings finish the first quarter on a high note. Doing the same here, but now a three-pointer from Austin Kuhn. That one a little long. So basically 90 seconds remaining in the second quarter. The Vikings have got to be feeling good about themselves with a 5-point lead. What's most important now is to finish this quarter strong. Do not let the Panthers have some hope, but there's a three-pointer from Guzman. That one going off the front of the rim, rebounded by Adrian Peralta. An easy call for the official. It looks like it did go out of bounds for a second. For a moment, I thought we were all expecting a whistle for a loose ball foul. Daniel Nguyen very fast with the speed to Riz Anderson. And that shot a little too strong. Rebounded by Chris Duran. Now Kevin Guzman trying from three-point line once again. Unable to get that one to fall, but the offensive rebound from Diaz. Guzman almost was able to put it up and in, but did not get too much on it. Daniel Nguyen being guarded by Kevin Guzman. Nguyen able to get past Guzman. And what a block. What a great defensive play from Chris Duran. Chris Duran with an excellent block. But I think the Vikings bench was asking for a foul on Daniel Nguyen right after the block. There was some contact. I mean, the ball did go out of bounds off of last touch by Chris Duran, but definitely the case could have been made for some contact. Now Daniel Nguyen with a three-pointer from the corner. Yes, it falls. Talk about a huge basket. Exactly what the Rosemead Panthers needed. Lead is cut to 28-26. Kevin Guzman once again was not going to take the three-pointer that time. Finds Chris Duran. Shot clock is turned off. 18 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Andrew Diaz trying to take this one all the way to the basket. He puts it off the glass. Does not get the bounce. Goes right to Riz Anderson. 8 seconds remaining. Will he want to get the quick basket? Yes, he does. 4 seconds left. The clock is still running. Chris Duran will have to launch it. He's going to run out of time. And that's how we end the second quarter. Tied up at 28. At one point, just not too long ago at all, Vikings had a 28-23 lead, but the Panthers rebounded. Three-pointer from Daniel Nguyen, then Riz Anderson with the last basket with only a couple seconds remaining in the second quarter. Looks like we'll have a very exciting finish in this one. We'll be back in about 10 minutes for the start of the third quarter. Glad you could join us for some Mountain View High School boys varsity basketball. I'm Ardith Dakari, proud to be bringing you tonight's play-by-play courtesy of the Mountain View High School Vista broadcast team. See you in about 10 minutes for the start of the third quarter. Glad you're back for the start of the second half. Mountain View Vikings versus Rosemead. Scores tied 28-28. Artis Zakari, proud to be bringing you tonight's play-by-play. Glad you're back to join us. The stream coming to you live on YouTube, made possible by the Mountain View High School Vista broadcast team. Vikings now moving from left to right. Panthers moving right to left. Let's see how this one will turn out. Both teams, it's been a very tight game. Both teams playing some very tight defense. Daniel Nguyen with a three-pointer from the corner. That one was short off the side of the rim. So to start this third quarter, neither team able to get a basket yet. And Chris Duran to Jeremiah Barajas. Out of Julian Requena. Sale Requena directing traffic. He wants that screen from Barajas. Instead finds Duran. Barajas once again throws it down low to Peralta. That turnaround shot had the right thinking, just was not on target. Daniel Nguyen being defended by Adrian Peralta. It's Austin Kuhn. Trevor Luong trying to get all the way, nearly did, went off the glass, but the rebound went right to Andrew Diaz. So I guess we could say a slow start for both teams to start this quarter. That turnaround shot from Diaz, when he first saw it, kind of thinking it was maybe a little bit of a wild shot, but did go off the front of the rim. 6:15 remaining in the third quarter. We still remain tied up at 28. Riz Anderson, his shot, he does draw contact, and he will get a trip to the free throw line. So looking at the personnel on the court, the Vikings with their starting five in Barajas, Duran, Diaz, Peralta, and Requena. The first free throw from Riz Anderson is up and a little long, no good. And as for the Panthers, we do see Nguyen, and Anderson, and Trevor Luong. Only player that's not the only player who is in the starting five who's not on the court right now is actually Sheldon Vuong. Instead, it's Austin Kuhn. So Riz Anderson only able to make one free throw to give the Panthers a 29-28 lead, but now some contact on this end of the court. And that will be two shots for Julian Requena. The Panthers ready to make a change as well. Looks like Leo Fang will be coming on after this free throw. That one's good, and we're tied up at 29. And Leo Fang comes on to replace Trevor Luong. The next free throw is good as well. Vikings take a 30-29 lead. And Daniel Nguyen now to Riz Anderson. Nguyen for a three-pointer, and yes, this one falls this time. Panthers back in front, 32-20. And Riz Anderson had the ball at the top of the key. He's not really known to shoot a lot of long-range shots. And of course, he does play some very smart basketball. Julian Requena with a nice bounce pass to Peralta. Kicks it out to Duran. Now Barajas, some good ball movement, a three-pointer in the corner. Yes, that one is good from Julian Requena. Vikings now with a 33-32 lead. Riz Anderson trying to find some space along the baseline. Daniel Nguyen for a three-pointer once again, and yes, that one falls. That's two three-pointers in a row for Daniel Nguyen. Another lead change. Panthers now leading 35-33. Another three-pointer here for the Vikings. Requena again. This time it would not fall. It was a little short off the front of the rim. Riz Anderson. Now to Leo Fang, wearing the number 23 shirt and those goggles. Daniel Nguyen driving, kicks it out. Three-pointer. That one does not fall. Rebounded by Julian Requena. Chris Duran with a good pass. Nice vision. Got it to Barajas, but looks like there was a foul. It'll be a loose ball foul. Looks like it should be staying here. It will be a non-shooting foul. So change being made for the Vikings. Kevin Guzman comes on for Adrian Peralta. Panthers with a 35-33 lead, 4:34 remaining in the third quarter. Panthers making a change as well. Austin Kuhn comes off, replaced by Aiden Nguyen. Chris Duran receiving the inbounds pass. Finds Andrew Diaz. Will he get it back to Duran? No, instead to Requena. Requena's fouled this time by Daniel Nguyen. That's already 3 fouls this quarter on the Rosemead Panthers. I don't think they want to find them. I don't think they want to get into the penalty that early. The 4:22 remaining in the third quarter. Andrew Diaz trying to take this one to the hole, instead kicks it out. Barajas probably was not really sure what he wanted to do. Diaz fakes a shot. Now to Requena. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Barajas once again back to Diaz. And the last moment, was that a pass? Not really sure. But nonetheless, Barajas had a chance to get an easy basket. Now Daniel Nguyen the other way. His shot was partially blocked. Riz Anderson could not put it back up and in. The rebound was taken by Kevin Guzman. So a loose ball foul will be Vikings ball. That time it was Aiden Nguyen called for the loose ball foul. Vikings do find themselves down 35-33. Chris Duran. Once again, Julian Requena, a long three-pointer. It wasn't a very good shot. Rebounded easily by Nguyen to Riz Anderson. Preston Nguyen. Will he take this one all the way? The pull-up jumper, short, very short. Actually, it was an air ball. And now Chris Duran actually got the ball to Kevin Guzman. For a moment, I was wondering, was Guzman tying his shoe? Wow, what a risky pass that was for Duran. Now Diaz taking it all the way, unable to get the fall. Guzman almost had the rebound. Now the Vikings called for a foul. Will be Rosemead ball. 3:10 remaining in the third quarter. Vikings still find themselves down by 2. Daniel Nguyen has made 2 3-pointers this quarter. Leo Fang got it to Nguyen. Now here's Riz Anderson trying to take this one all the way. He's unable to, but he was fouled, and he will go to the free throw line. So 2 free throws for Riz Anderson. He's definitely been one of the tough players to guard tonight, but he has not been particularly sharp at the free throw line, but he does make this one. Had more of a light touch on that free throw with his rotation. Adrian Peralta returns. Kevin Guzman returns to the bench. Let's see if Riz Anderson can make both from the free throw line. No, he came very close. 36-33, it's a 3-point lead for the Panthers. 2:45 remaining in the third quarter. Chris Duran able to find Andrew Diaz. Diaz, will he take this one himself? Duran now for 3. That one a little short. Barajas thought he might have had a shot at the offensive rebound. Now Riz Anderson back the other way to Leo Fang. To now Aiden Nguyen. Once again, now a 3-point attempt. That one a little long. But the Panthers able to get the offensive rebound. The second chance points are huge. Those are the ones that could really make the difference. Fortunately for the Vikings that time, Riz Anderson's jumper was short. Andrew Diaz makes a shot. Kicks it back out to Barajas. Now Adrian Peralta looking for Requena, and he was fouled that time by Preston Nguyen. That will be 2 free throws. for Julian Requena. 1:51 remaining in the third quarter. First free throw is good. So Aiden Nguyen comes off, and he's replaced by Sheldon Vuong. Looks like this is Sheldon Vuong's first appearance of the third quarter. Vikings now only down by 1. Requena making both free throws. Leo Fang, his pass to Riz Anderson. If he touches it, that will be a backcourt violation. Yes, it is. Chris Duran finding Peralta. Now it's Andrew Diaz. Still Andrew Diaz. He's got some space, takes it all the way. Unable to get that one to fall, and he had the space. He saw it. He took advantage of it. Was not able to finish that play. Riz Anderson back the other way, though. Misses the first one. Gets it back. Puts it up and in. 38-35. Like I was saying earlier, those second chance points, they definitely are the difference maker at times. They can really help you, but they could also kill you. And that was the case right there for the Mountain View Vikings. Timeout called. Looks like head coach Isaac Hall and the Vikings want to talk things over. So a 30-second timeout. Once again, glad you're able to join us for this stream. Boys high school varsity basketball action. The Mountain View Vikings against the Rosemead Panthers. Mission Valley League play. It's a 38-35 lead for the Rosemead Panthers. It's been a pretty tight game. The Vikings, though, definitely need to get some buckets to give themselves a better opportunity. One thing's for sure, they're going to want to finish this third quarter on a strong note, and they have done a pretty good job tonight finishing the first and the second quarter. Will we see the same thing? But actually, they did a good job finishing the first quarter, but the second quarter actually was the Panthers who finished with five straight points. Julian Requena. The Panthers defender is doing a good job taking away those lanes and that space. Chris Duran turning, shoots. Can he get the bounce? Unable to. Riz Anderson with the rebound. Doing a good job being patient with the ball. Knocked out of bounds by Requena. But looks like not just knocked out of bounds, Requena whistled for a foul. Pretty sure the Vikings are not in the penalty just yet. Only 42 seconds remaining in the third quarter. But the Rosemead Panthers with a 38-35 lead. Looks like the officials were momentarily wondering if the Vikings had already committed their fifth team foul, which would have meant like a bonus situation of free throws. Preston Nguyen to Riz Anderson. Kicks it out to Daniel Nguyen for three. Yes! And he has been on fire this quarter. His third three-pointer of the quarter. It's now a 6-point lead for the Rosemead Panthers. And the Vikings really need to stem the tide. They've got to get something to slow down this surge from the Panthers, and that's exactly what they did. Great move, great basket from Julian Requena. 9 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Daniel Nguyen, his bounce pass. Time is running out. They're gonna have to shoot this. Leo Fang not aware of the time. No, that basket definitely does not count. But it's the end of the third quarter, and the Rosemead Panthers have a 41-37 lead over the Mountain View Vikings. We're in for an exciting and definitely an entertaining fourth quarter. But the fact of the matter is that the Mountain View Vikings definitely need to pick up the pace a bit and also pick up the intensity. At one time they were down by 6, and basically the biggest lead of the night for the Panthers has been 7 points. Now you look back at that last possession from the Rosemead Panthers. You know, if you're head coach Sonny Hayes, it's those kinds of possessions that really, really just make you want to just be, I would say, make you want to just, be very upset, make you want to break something actually, because you have the opportunity for a last shot, the last possession of a quarter. The clock runs out, and your player has the ball in his hands. Those are mistakes you absolutely cannot be making. You know, go out guns blazing, throw up a shot, either it goes in or it doesn't. But now, of course, starting the fourth quarter, let's see what the Vikings can do. A three-point attempt from McKenna. That one is short. Goes right to Riz Anderson on the fast break, trying to take this one all the way. Fouled by Chris Duran. And just like that, just to start the fourth quarter, Panthers already with the opportunity at the free throw line. Riz Anderson will be shooting 2. And here's the first one from Anderson, and yes, it's good. The second free throw from Riz Anderson. Yes, he knocks them both down. A 43-37 lead for the Rosemead Panthers. Remember, these quarters are only 8 minutes long, so very quickly you could find yourself in a hole if you don't start making adjustments and start getting some baskets, and already losing the ball once again. Here come the Panthers. Riz Anderson, the Daniel Nguyen. He's been hot from three-point land, especially in the second half, but you know he's not going to be shooting it from here, especially with Julian McKenna all over him. Riz Anderson now being defended by Barajas. A nice pass to Daniel Nguyen for 3. That one did not fall, but the Panthers able to get the offensive rebound. And it looks like Sonny Hayes calling a timeout. Nice work by Leo Fang to get the rebound. From the standpoint of the Mountain View Vikings, got to do a better job boxing out those long offensive rebounds that you just cannot be giving up. So once again, while we have this short stoppage during this timeout, remember, tennis tryouts, boys tennis tryouts, the 28th and 29th of January on the Viking tennis courts from 4 p.m. to 5:30 p.m. No experience or equipment is needed, but you must be cleared to try out. If you have questions, contact head coach George Martinez or assistant coach Anthony Mora. Also, if you're interested in playing Lady Vikes, remember, Lady Vikes softball is having tryouts tomorrow, January 25th at 9 a.m. on the JV field. So a 43-37 lead for the Rosemead Panthers. 6:58 remaining in the fourth quarter. These are really, really crucial possessions. The Mountain View Vikings need to get some stops. They need to get some points. Preston Huynh, now Leo Fang to Daniel Nguyen. Being guarded by Peralta. Nice pass to Fang. That shot a little short. Nearly got the offensive rebound. But looks like it last went off of Andrew Diaz. So another second chance opportunity for the Rosemead Panthers. And this is starting to become the narrative of the night, the theme of the night. If the Vikings keep giving up second chance points, they definitely will be losing this one. Three-pointer from Daniel Nguyen, so close to going in. Vikings dodging a bullet there. Kevin Guzman with the rebound. Now Julian Requena trying to play down low to Chris Duran. A three-pointer from the corner. But Peralta with the offensive rebound and nearly got it to fall. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot 2, but so close to getting the opportunity for a three-point play. But a very good offensive rebound from Adrian Peralta. Excellent effort play on his part. So a change being made. Sheldon Vuong replaced by William Lamb. The first free throw from Peralta, yes. Got the bounce. Lead is cut to 43-38. And if you're the Vikings, this is exactly what you want right now. The opportunity to score with the clock not moving. Peralta nails the second one. Lead is cut to 43-39. 6:10 remaining. Daniel Nguyen to Preston Nguyen. And then Leo Fang had his foot on the line. And it's those kinds of errors that will really, this is where the Vikings really, really need to take advantage of their opportunities. Chris Duran to Requena. Kevin Guzman making a nice move. Chris Duran for 3. That one a little short. A lot of traffic down there, but rebounded by Riz Anderson. Here come the Panthers on the break. Daniel Nguyen to Leo Fang. And almost got the bounce, but he did get the offensive rebound. Another huge offensive rebound for the Rosemead Panthers. Daniel Nguyen, you know he's not going to be taking the three-pointer, trying to cross anyone over. He's usually taking three-pointers when he's found wide open after some good ball movement. Preston Nguyen with the drive. Rebounded by Lamb. Leo Fang for three. He scores. There was a foul. And yes, it counts. So a three-pointer counts for Leo Fang. But there was a loose ball foul committed by the Panthers. But of course, from the standpoint of Rosemead, I don't think they're bothered by it. Yeah, they got whistled for a foul, but they got a three-pointer out of it. They have a 7-point lead. They're basically equaling their biggest lead of the night. But now, Andrew Diaz answers with a three-pointer of his own, cutting the lead to 46-42. Huge shot from Andrew Diaz. Daniel Nguyen now to Riz Anderson, finding space. Almost got the easy bucket, but gets his own rebound. Puts it up and in. Yes, and it counts. And just look at the reaction. The reaction of Riz Anderson says it all. And it looks like Chris Durano's whistled for the foul. Riz Anderson with the opportunity for a three-point play. I know I sound like a broken record player by this point, but it's those offensive rebounds that continue to kill the Mountain View Vikings. Fortunately, Riz Anderson was unable to complete the three-point play, and that time it was Adrian Peralta driving the ball with so much determination. Draws contact. It is a foul. It is a non-shooting foul. But 4:42 remaining. The Vikings find themselves down 48-42. Eventually that clock is going to become a huge factor. Diaz with the shot. Unable to get it to fall. And also Barajas unable to create the opportunity for an offensive rebound. Riz Anderson. Now to the corner, Leo Fang for three. That one does not fall. Nice work by Julian Requena to box out and get the rebound. 4:17 remaining. Diaz for three. Yes! Gets it to fall. Another huge basket from Andrew Diaz. Lead is cut to 48-45. Coming up on 4 minutes remaining. And it's those kinds of fouls you don't want to see. Barajas whistled for the block. The Vikings are not in the penalty, but it's those kinds of silly fouls you do not need to be committing. 4:04 remaining. Vikings down only by 3. Now there's Daniel Nguyen trying to take this all the way. Ball bouncing around a bit. Panthers are very fortunate to not have given that one away. Leo Fang with a running shot. What a finish. Not much you could do to defend that. Andrew Diaz once again. Finding Barajas now, Requena. Still Requena. Taking it all the way. Thought maybe there could have been some contact. Leo Fang with the rebound. Now Riz Anderson to Preston Nguyen. Little under 3.5 minutes remaining. It is a 5-point lead for the Panthers. There's no need for the Vikings to start thinking just three-pointers only, but they've got to get some stops. Preston Nguyen with the shot. Unable to fall. Rebounded by Adrian Peralta. Gotta like his effort and intensity. Barajas. Now to Requena. Andrew Diaz, another three-pointer. Yes! Andrew Diaz once again from downtown. That man is on fire. I think right now the plan is very simple for the Vikings. Get the ball to Andrew Diaz. Lead is cut to 50-48. Riz Anderson nearly loses it to Requena. Still Riz Anderson. Double teamed that time. The help defense provided by Peralta. Here comes Daniel Nguyen. Unable to finish that one off. Peralta had the rebound. Lost his focus for a moment. Panthers get the ball back. Unbelievable. Leo Fang once again trying to take this one all the way. Yes, he does. And talk about some huge mistakes. You just cannot be giving the ball away, letting your guard down. A three-pointer that time from McKenna. It did not draw iron. So it's 52-48. Timeout called. 2:11 remaining. And of course, you don't want to go. I really don't like the idea of going out of my way to singling anyone out, but it's such a crucial time of the game. Peralta had that rebound. You know, you can't just be assuming that someone's not going to try and poke the ball out of your hands, and that's exactly what happened. It's going to be a very interesting finish. Right now, the Rosemead Panthers, they know from their standpoint, this is their game to lose. They got a 4-point lead. Of course, you don't want to say that just because you have a 4-point lead with 2 minutes left, the game's over. It definitely is not over. We know it's not over until it's over. But they definitely are in some kind of control right now. And this is where the Vikings have got to come up with a stop. They've got to be very wise on their shot selection. Every possession is extremely crucial right now. Ball is inbounded to Lamb. Back to Preston Nguyen. To Daniel Nguyen. We know he's been dangerous this second half as well, too. And Riz Anderson, always dangerous. Daniel Nguyen. About 20 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Riz Anderson is going to want to take this game into his own hands. Anderson puts it up. Did not have a lot of space, but what a great play being made by Preston Nguyen to make it 54-48. It was an air ball, but he did not give up on that play. Preston Nguyen getting a huge bucket. Andrew Diaz nearly losing it. Able to keep possession, still has it. Trying to take this all the way on his own. Not going to get that call. Now here comes Riz Anderson the other way. Can he finish this off on his own? Great defensive play from Chris Duran. Now here comes Andrew Diaz. You know he's going to shoot a three. Yes, and he gets it to fall once again. Andrew Diaz lead is cut to 54-51. Right now, Andrew Diaz just is feeling it. He feels like he cannot miss. You know what they say, when you're hot, and when you're not, you're not. And right now, Andrew Diaz is hot. The three-pointer from Leo Feng. He answers and says, I can do the same thing. Back to a 6-point lead for the Panthers. Now it's Rekenna trying to put this one up. No, goes straight to Riz Anderson. Now it looks like the Vikings are going to have to start fouling. 43 seconds remaining. You know, they've come close with these three-pointers from Andrew Diaz, but then on the other end, they end up not being able to get a stop. And this will be a tough one to come back from. Down by 6 with 43 seconds left. The thinking is very simple right now. The mindset's obviously very simple. Go for the steal. If you don't get it, then you got to commit a foul right away because the clock is a huge factor at this point. So that foul, the Vikings are now over the foul limit, so will be a free throw for Leo Feng. And right now, it's his three-pointer that has definitely been the clutch shot. Andrew Diaz has had plenty of clutch shots this fourth quarter, but unfortunately, it's looking like it may not be enough for the Vikings to pull out a victory. Leo Feng hits the first free throw. Leo Feng once again, yes. 59-51. Vikings call timeout. 35 seconds remaining. The Panthers with their biggest lead of the night, 59-51. Hate to say it, but probably too little, too late. Looks like time is going to run out on the Vikings for this one. 35 seconds remaining. McKenna with the inbounds pass and stolen. And looks like the Panthers will just want to waste the time. Wisely, they're not looking for a quick basket. Riz Anderson nearly had it stolen. Now Preston Wynn, he's fouled. 22 seconds remaining. Now the first free throw, that one is good. And the second one is good as well too. A 10-point lead for the Rosemead Panthers. They've definitely done their job tonight. Rekenna from downtown. That one does not fall. And that'll pretty much do it. Vikings continuing to foul, but 10 seconds left. They're down by 10. And that'll be all she wrote. Well, last change, looks like Kevin Guzman comes on to replace Jeremiah Barajas. Leo Fang will be shooting two once again. Misses the first one off the front of the rim. Five seconds remaining. Looks like Andrew Diaz will shoot another three. And that is it. Rosemead Panthers come away with the 62-51 win over the Mountain View Vikings. Vikings definitely had their opportunities in this one. They had in fact, they had plenty of opportunities. They came close, but I think the story of the night was that second chance points and offensive rebounds, really played a big part in this one. So a tough loss for the Vikings. They had their opportunities, but were unable to pull closer. The closest this one got was 54-51, and after that, it was pretty much all Rosemead Panthers. So once again, the final score. Once again, the Rosemead Panthers coming away with the victory on this one. Next up for the Vikings, looks like they will be on the road against Arroyo High School. And that'll do it for this broadcast, brought to you by the Mountain View High School Vista News Team. I'm Art Takari, proud to have been able to bring you tonight's play-by-play. We'll see you next time for some more Mountain View Viking sports action.